before I do, and I want you to comment on this situation today, but I want to also show our viewers a hot sheet on what the NDP announced today on its crime agenda. Okay, a total cost of $255 million per year over the next 4 years, which includes $125 million for crime prevention, with an increase to the Youth Gang Prevention Fund, investments in women's shelters, and a new anti-gang strategy. $80 million to hire 2,500 new permanent police officers, Mark Holland actually mentioning that, and $50 million to support prosecutions for crimes such as gang recruitment, home invasion, and carjacking. First question to you, Ms. Davies, where does the NDP get $255 million per year to pay for these programs?
Well, there's a number of sources. I think that when you're in government, it's about choosing priorities, and we've seen Mr. Harper's priorities are to spend $5 billion on prisons, anywhere $16 to $30 billion on jet fighters, and at least $3 billion this year on corporate tax cuts to big banks and oil companies that don't need them. So I think diverting a fraction of that to intelligent policies that are aimed at crime prevention, protecting our community, and prosecuting crimes is an intelligent way to go. You know, you mentioned some of the major policies. I'm really proud of our platform that Jack Layton announced today. You know, focusing money on crime prevention, increasing and making stable funding to help keep our young people out of gangs, and devoting $75 million for a comprehensive set of shelters for women fleeing violence, I think are much needed and intelligent approaches to crime. In terms of the police officers, Mark's exactly right. In 2006, the Conservatives promised 2,500 new police officers. The Conservatives broke that promise, and New Democrats would commit permanent federal funding to make sure that those police officers are created, particularly in the communities where their work is so needed and so effective. Last, I want to mention addressing the root causes of crime and making sure we have resources for addressing poverty, mental illness, and addictions as called for by the Correctional Investigator of Canada. I think all of those issues are what Canadians want to see because they'll actually help make our community safer from coast to coast.